I won? Is that what you're saying? I won? I don't know, bro. It was a hell of a night. It was a hell of a night. Oh, Lord have mercy. Good event. Look, it was a good time. I ain't gonna lie. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. What am I? It was wait, it was a lot of fun. We're gonna be a lot less. It's gonna be a lot more calm this evening. I think a lot more calm. If boys are on right now. If not, I can do some do some random squads. Eric, how you doing, man? Did you stream? Eric, do you stream? Oh Lord, come on now. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing? What's up, guys?
What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Sebastian, how you doing today? Were you here for the craziness last night? What y'all thinking? What y'all want to drop?
I'm following Jude.
That's a good plan. It was it was a it was a heck of a stream. The engagement and entertainment, the engagement probably won't be there today, to be honest with you. It probably won't have that many people come by. But it was fun.
Showing number 4 a couple of rounds ago, man, how to use that VSLs.
Oh, you was rocking the VSS?
I love the VSS, man. It's my favorite gun.
I like the VSS. I hate getting shot by it. I hate getting shot from 100 miles away and not knowing where it came from. Ain't gonna lie.
It's amazing. I love it, dude. Nothing gives me more joy.
All right, he gets a little joy out of the VSS action.
The team backed out on me though because they all died.
They didn't have faith. They didn't have faith in your resin abilities.
Nobody was talking either, so it doesn't help.
I'm pretty sure I was in that game with you guys too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I think you were the only one watching. At the end, the other 2 left.
This was a long drop over here.
It kind of.
So, Bastion, what do you do, man? What kind of stuff are you into? Are you just around for the debates? Or are you you're a gamer, like gaming stuff, or what do you like? Get over there.
Yeah, holler at me. I'll find that VSS now.
Roger, Dodger. Toot, toot, toot. What
Give out free in-game handies, dude.
I just stopped looking for a VSS. Do I only play first person? Yes. I can't get into the PPP stuff. Hello, friend. What are my thoughts on PUBG 2? I really hope that they don't screw the NA PUBG community and come out with it in TPP only. That's what my thoughts on it. That's what my real thoughts. I really hope they don't screw us. But I mean, I'm also hoping that it comes back, that when it comes out, it's It's so much. So, you have you on console since you don't have proximity yet. I'm assuming you're on console since you don't have proximity yet. Yeah, we have we have proximity chat on the PC. Andrew stomped him, he says. Yeah, so the guys that I'm talking to on here right now, they're all via proximity chat. Or not proximity, they're team chat because I'm not hanging out in Discord with them. They're all lost my train of thought. They're all in the they're randoms. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's wild that we dropped all the way up here and still in zone.
I don't know VSSs, man.
I haven't seen a VSS. I've been looking. I have emergency pickup.
You guys see like an SKS or an SLR anywhere?
I just ran over an SLR here.
Sweet.
Eight times scope.
Where?
School.
Oh, in yellow.
Yeah. Another 8 times scope. Anybody wants an 8 times scope? There's 2 here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tons of fucking meds. Holy shit.
What's up, William? Come on, bro. That's messed up, man. Messed up. Old big toe gaming.
It's wild. I guess the game said I'm done playing with it today.
And well, you gotta be one with the universe. You'll come back.
You just gotta bitch about it a little bit. Fucking PUBG, never find a fucking VSS. AR suppressor.
Hey, ooh, I don't know how to. I'm gonna call you 33. I don't know how to say your name, bud. Thanks for the follow. A barrel baskins. Get out of here. Yeah. Do we need this mercy or no?
Probably not.
No. Still holding out for a VSS. That's fucking wild, bro. I looted that whole fucking, all that shit.
I think they've become less common.
Oh, they were the shooting. Ah, shit.
My horse trying to steal my kills.
I don't think he liked this. I don't think he even. Wait. I don't think he even liked his performance in the debate. I'm not sure why someone of Dinesh's caliber would think of an argument. It was
An
promised in
orange
the
mark,
book
this guy in that
2 years
house.
ago. 2 years ago. Enough of it. I mean, I agree. It wasn't a good argument. I rewatched it today just to make sure, because I was not in the mindset to watch it last night, even though I did, you know. Stupid trees, man. There's a guy that just ran into blue. No, the dash is not the nest.
That one.
Bye bye, bitch.
Hey, there's a crate.
Toasted his ass.
There's a crate dropping on me. Y'all can come back and pick this up. But literally right on top of the building.
Yeah,
right here.
save me one item for a mission, please.
I'm gonna go loot this dude right quick.
Was it the guy hopping in the window?
Yeah, I popped his ass on the back.
Oh, I shot him too.
There's another one at Blue that
DMR
just killed.
suppressor, take that. And a 3 vest, I got a repair kit. Or not.
No, I'm good. I got a DMR suppressor already. Dude's off to the southeast.
That's still a bitch.
I got a VSS here. If somebody wants it.
Is that you, Pickle?
Yeah, peanut
Or
butter
Peanut?
too.
Yeah.
I can't hit these shots.
Damn, I dropped my cheek pad though.
I have one you can have. There's a full team on blue.
On blue?
Yep. On the roof at blue.
Wait, what?
On the roof at blue 110.
Who said they got that cheek pad?
I do. Well, I'm up on the building. Come out here. On the ground.
Thanks. Thank you.
What's up, Jesse? Yeah, I mean, I will. I just gotta get more of their stuff, you know, more streams, you know? Oh, shit! That was 155 far. He died to zone.
Good work.
So bad.
That was awesome.
Alright, well, that was easy. That was easy. Easy, guys. What's happening? Oh, shit. Andrew won. Yep, agree. What platform? I'm on PC. I did terrible this round. Should have really warmed up. I'm new to your channel. Thank you for coming by, man. Follower goal. Follower goal. Oh, 800 followers on Twitch. Nice. Nice. Oh, shit. What's going on, brother? Thanks for streaming the debate last night. Thanks, Wolf. Well, apparently y'all's chat's not coming through. I don't understand what's going on over there. Am I hungover? No, I'm not. Got a little excited on debate night. Yeah, you know, sometimes it happens that way. Look, bottle was full when I started. This one was about, here. So I was, oof, oof. An Island Boy arrest video. Man, I should watch that stuff. I should watch that too. What up, Slow? Slow Crow, how you doing, bro, my dude? Yeah, drama. It's it was a blast last night.
Oh.
You know that person.
Yeah.
KEKW? I don't know who you're talking about. You know that person. I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah, it's somebody that followed yesterday. Someone that followed me yesterday, and they I don't really no, my family don't really watch a lot of my stuff. Apparently they watched a lot of it yesterday. Called you a big toe, yeah. No kidding. I know, bro. I know. A big toe with ears. Come on, bro. What are we talking about right now? It's pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not upset about that stuff, you know? Never seen a bigger group of unappreciative freeloads. Hey, you know, when you start dealing with a lot of people, it happens. Why am I hearing myself talk? Shut up. Shut up, you. %, communist. Derek, me and you are gonna be best friends. Because I call everybody a communist. If they don't agree with me, they're communist. It's just the way I roll. If you don't agree with me, you are a communist.
Got one team, landing apartments.
Yep, they're landing other side over here. What's up, Jack? Oh, baby. Got the annihilator. Boy, boys, I'll be reloaded in 7 to 10 business days. Ma'am? Up to you. You know how? Don't just mean. Okay. Oh yeah. The lighting in this room's terrible, okay? 249 skin is smexy, you know what I'm saying? Just absolutely smexy. I want a VSS or a crossbow. No, it's crazy thought process.
No, I see. You said what, bro?
I want a VSS or a crossbow.
Nah. Wait, you want one?
No. I just I found
Oh.
both. I found 2 crossbows with 10 bolts each, or the 3rd crossbow. A vest. Need a vest. Need to protect my vest chesticles. Ah. You prefer bolties? No, I can't. Dude, you watched the last game. I'm terrible with a bolty. Anyone seen those guys?
Yeah, they were
Nah.
shooting at me. They shot at me from the apartments.
Here. One's in orange.
Someone just jumped out. In those red buildings now.
There's a car pulling up from southeast. Pretty far away, but I can hear it.
Came back. Did. I appreciate you.
They turned off their engines. Careful.
Southeast.
Yeah, somewhere in that direction.
Like he sees them, maybe? I hear one close to me.
Can you ping it?
Where?
He's in that building. Careful. First floor.
There's another one.
Come on now.
There's one on
Oh,
yellow.
there's a different team, bro. Third party. There's a third party behind us. Careful. How the fuck? GG.
Be right back. Hey guys, I have to run outside real quick and cook some throw some burgers on the grill. I'll be back in just a moment. Um yeah, not not currently. Not currently because Modern Day Debate doesn't have it live or no Modern Day Debate don't have it live on their channel for non-members yet, so I don't want it to get copyrighted, so I took my VODs down until after it goes live on their side. But I will be right back in just a few moments. Okay? So let's see. What is something y'all want to watch over here real quick? And I will pull it up and we'll hang out watching that while we'll watch that while I'm gone. This was such a bad debate.
Instant TTS. TTS will come in batches at various breaks throughout the debate. You can see the description for all triggers and full details. Without further ado, I'm joined today by Andrew Wilson, host of The Crucible. He is a blood sports debater and political commentator. Also joining us today is Kyla, or as she goes online, Not So Erudite. She has an undergraduate in psychology and a graduate diploma in psychometrics. She's a content creator, streamer, and is a political and social commentator. You each have about 3-minute opening statement each, and then straight into open conversation. I believe you're going first, Kyla.
Sure. Do we have any prompts we want to read first? Do you want me to just jump into it?
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I'll read the prompts then. So that we're going to cover 4 prompts, time permitting. There's Christian nationalism is un-American. That's prompt 1. Prompt 2, Christians should attempt to maintain political power in U.S. and rule through Christian ethics as it is the superior system. Prompt 3, secular states are destined to likely revert back to...
Hey, is this one good, or y'all want to watch something else? I can do one of the TikTok invasions if y'all want, while I'm cooking, I'm out here cooking these burgers. Completely up to you. First one that says it wins. "17 ads in a row, Karma. Come on, bro."
Religiously informed governments because atheists have no moral basis for which to govern. Prompt 4, moderate liberal values are not compatible with Christianity.
Modern.
Oh, excuse me, modern liberal values. My mistake. Go ahead.
America is not a church, and that is not a weakness. It is one of the greatest strengths of America. The American experiment was built on a bold idea. Faith must be freely chosen. Conscience must be protected. Political power must be limited. The founders, men of inquiry, men of science, men who built universities and ran experiments, drafted a constitution that banned religious tests for office. That was not hostility to Christianity. That was confidence in its integrity. Because when church and state merge, bias corrupts the state. But more importantly, to me, power corrupts the church. Separation does not weaken the church, it protects it. America's ethos is simple. We do what works. And how do we know what works? Science. We test, we measure, we build, we refine. If it fails, we discard it. If it succeeds, we scale it. That instinct, that relentless pursuit of truth through evidence is not anti-Christian. It is a reflection of intellectual humility. America is industry. America is laboratories and shipyards and production lines that outwork empires. America is the Manhattan Project, physicists racing equations against tyranny and winning. America is the P-51 Mustang, not sacred tradition, but engineering superiority screaming across the sky. That spirit defeated fascism. It destroyed communism. It mapped the atom. It put satellites in orbit. It built the medical systems, infrastructure, and technology that shape the modern world. My America fears no truth. It preserves through discovery. It does not shrink from paleontology, geology, or evolutionary biology. Truth is not an enemy of faith. If God is sovereign, then no discovery threatens him. Evolution and belief have coexisted for generations. Scientific advancement need not displace theological conviction. America did not fight a revolution to resurrect sacred hierarchy. It did not cast off empire to create another throne draped in religious conformity. It created a republic confident enough to protect the liberty of conscience for all people. Religious principles need no safeguarding anyway. Christianity survived the Roman Empire. It persisted despite Nero trying to kill them. It grew to prominence and converted the known word not by sword, but by the quill. I wish my Christian brothers and sisters today still had the same confidence in the gospel that they had then. My America is equal protection under the law, freedom of speech, limits on state power. Those are not principles foreign to Christianity. They echo the belief that every person bears dignity, that coercion cannot produce genuine faith, and that moral transformation begins in the heart, not in legislation.
We are all here to learn about an Agrippus trilemma. Don't question the great and powerful Kali.
Christianity.
Chats, some chats came in.
Christian nationalism, because I feel like that's going to
particularly enjoy debating with Erudite is because there's a specific style she has, which is called the pop quiz style.
Christian nationalism, because I feel like that's going to be a bit of a crux of the conversation. So, reasons that America has. They have thrived without subjugation, and they have spread without war. And when they did either of these two things, people came to hate it. The American dream and the holy word persuade because people believe their truth, not because it is enforced. America moves forward, America builds, America competes, America leads, not by fusing church and state, but by unleashing human ingenuity without demanding theological uniformity first. America is doing what works, and that is why it leads the world.
Are you just taking the water break, or do you... All done? Okay, perfect. Andrew, go ahead with your opening statement.
I'm way too hungover for this shit, but I got a beer, so that'll help me hear the dog a little bit. So, just to be blunt, some of the reasons that I don't particularly enjoy debating with Erudite is because there's a specific style she has, which is called the pop quiz style. When Kyla gets in trouble around arguments and worldview, she drops a pop quiz. Do you know what X is? X usually being a random obscure fact, which has little to nothing to do with the conversation. And your inability to answer it's met with smug delight and upspeak as she explains some random fact. The reason I bring this up is because I want the audience to be aware that I really just hate the pop quiz debate stuff. It's an old Twitch take, and it's just, to me, it's cringe. It's not the Socratic method. It's just... I'm gonna introduce a pop quiz about some factoid that is completely irrelevant to the debate. But anyway, when leftists say anything is un-American, I'm forced to laugh about it. Progressives and liberals like Erudite here only have one single value structure ultimately, and it's loyalty to an amoral liberal system. To progressive liberals, and I kid you not, let's give an example. The example of Bob. Bob can go buy a brand new deluxe PC for his 18-year-old daughter, put a camera on top of it, and manage her career as a porn star on OnlyFans, while he's upstairs with her former teachers fapping to it on his Oculus porn helmet, and there isn't a fucking thing anybody can do about it, because Bob pays taxes. Bobby gets up every stinking day, and he goes to work, and he rolls up his sleeves, and he gets the job done. And by God, if Bob wants to fap to daughter porn with her former teachers, who the fuck are you to tell him he can't? If Bob wants to loan his wife out to his friends for an all-night blitzed-up legal drug-fueled gangbang and then finish it off by snorting prescription painkillers so he doesn't come too early, then by God, that's his right as an American and a patriot. Who the fuck are you, sick fascist, to judge Bob? He ain't breaking any laws. He pays his taxes, and he's following the system, baby. And that's what matters. The liberal process of amoral systems rather than immoral. Everything's permitted. If the global hegemon of the world needs to put machine guns to the back of little Africans' heads so they can dig out the special Sudanese cell phone crystals, then so fucking be it. Bob needs his perfect reception for his satellite-driven cell phone in order to get the perfect nude image of his wife being split down the middle like a piece of meat in an all-white bread sandwich. And who the fuck are you to tell Bob shit? Nobody. That's who. Just a judgmental little fascist trying to legislate morality in an amoral system which is oriented around a nonsense of a smorgasbord of moral buffets, which boils down to a choose-your-own degenerate adventure. Nothing short of that is un-American. Here's a bunch of un-American stuff, depending on when you were alive. Universal suffrage, pretty fucking un-American. Abolishing slavery was pretty fucking un-American. Homosexuality was definitely un-American. Age of consent laws were un-American. Incest laws were un-American. Income taxes were un-American. Sex outside of wedlock was un-American. Refusal to duel when being called out was un-American. Not being white was un-American. Co-ed schools were un-American. Black people in white schools, so un-American, we needed the military involved. The list goes on and on. But according to erudite, Christian nationalism is un-American because America basically begins in the early 20th century based on Lincoln models of federalism. That's what's American. Part of that, of course, should be not listening to a person who grew up under a king in a constitutional monarchy like she did. Gross. Bunch of fascist bootlickers over in Maple Land. That's pretty fucking un-American too. Christian nationalism is as compatible with Americanism as the liberal order of amoral systems allows, which means perfectly compatible because there isn't any ought to tell it no. The entire proposition from the liberal angle itself is self-refuting. It just goes like this. If people vote for Christian nationalists, what are they doing which is un-American? The answer? Fucking nothing. If they vote in a KKK, Nazi fascist, Hugo Boss, SS uniform wearing lunatic who packs the court, persecutes all non-whites, all within the whim and the confines of the amoral system, then what's un-American about that? And the answer? Fucking nothing. Because the progressive liberal system is built on nothing. Just vague appeals to my rights and my freedoms and my own system, which allows you to get rid of the system. It's absurd and self-refuting. That's my opening.
Cool. So I guess to clarify, maybe we should clarify Christian nationalism, because I feel like that's going to be a bit of the crux of the conversation. So how do you want to define it?
To the definition of Christian nationalism would just be the proposition that Christians utilize influence and authority to stay in the moral majority, and that they adopt systems towards Christian ethics.
When you say moral majority, what does that mean to you?
It means that most laws and social systems confined around Christian ethics.
Okay. So you would like to basically see a change of current statecraft to include more Christian policies?
All Christian policies.
Can I ask to what extent? Like, does this...
To as much of an extent as liberalism allows, which is all extents.
Okay, so when you advocate for Christian nationalism, though, I'm sure you and I would probably agree, probably if, say, the moral majority becomes Christian, particularly in the way that maybe you're advocating for, we would probably move in the direction of reducing constitutional policy and increasing Christian policy specifically, probably all the way up to including theocracy.
No, they're not incompatible.
So you don't think that
constitutional policies, so under liberalism, this is a great thing about liberalism. So do you remember, like, you had this conversation with a guy the other day. I don't know how long ago it was, but he was like a fan of mine. He called in. It was about Christian nationalism. I think you got the clip on your channel. There was a point there where I started laughing because he said, basically what I did, he was like, my proposal is that I want all the systems and this and that to kind of reflect the image of my preferences. And you were like, fuck that. You're not allowed to bastardize my religion by implementing policies against, what my preferences are. And I thought, that's like the most American thing I can think of. The most American thing I can think of is that a Canadian immigrant is like, you know what? This is my country now. And you're not going to fucking bastardize it with whatever your shit is, because I don't want you to. And the other guy's like, I don't give a shit what you want. We're going to do it anyway. And then it goes vice versa. And it's like, that is liberalism. Ultimately, if we want to get rid of alcohol via an amendment, we can. If we want to bring it back via an amendment, we can and have. If we want to get rid of guns, we can and have. We want to bring them back, we can and have. It's like everything is permitted.
So by your logic then, Christian nationalists not only are trying to win the culture, they're trying to win the state. To impose Christian policy on the state.
Well, they're
through Congress.
They're imposing liberalism on the state, actually.
Well, in this case, I don't want to slip between words.
I'm not going to equivocate. If Christian nationalists amend every single constitutional amendment within the confines of liberalism to reflect only Christian policy, by your metric, that's liberalism.
So the issue is that I'm not like a democratic absolutist, right? I don't believe in democracy in the state. I believe in like some level of limited democracy. In fact, even now we have like electoral democracy. We have elected representatives. We don't have direct popular vote, which I think is good. I think that that's a better democratic system than, for example, pure absolute democracy, like popular vote. So there's always limits on democracy, right? So when you say liberalism, I think the issue is like liberalism to you just it seems like what it means to you is we can vote for stuff.
No.
Is that what it means? What does it mean to you?
It's what you outlined in your opening. Liberalism is just a sequence of systems. It's science, man, and it's building shit, and it's industry, and it's all of these isms, which really are just confined to, I want a system. So liberalism is an amoral system.
Do you think science is liberalism?
No, but I think that liberals adopt science as part of their system.
Well, yeah, they allow it. Do you think capitalism is liberalism?
I think they adopt capitalism as part of their system.
Could they adopt other things?
Sure.
Okay, so then what's liberalism?
Liberalism is an adaptation of an amoral system.
What is this? Sorry, at a statecraft level, what does this mean?
That you have a system which is an amoral system.
Why is the amoral piece essential to
because
the liberal piece?
that's why you prefer secularism. You want a system which is amoral. So it's based on individualism. It's based on
Is individualism amoral?
Yeah, well, from the liberal view, it is. Yeah.
How is individualism amoral?
Because there's no ought. There's no ought under a liberal system for you to do anything.
Sure, there is. There's oftentimes, right? Like a liberal system doesn't impose any certain moral. Well, the most common consensual
Wait,
form.
what did you say? A liberal system doesn't impose any certain morals.
That doesn't make it like. So when you say
That
amoral,
means amoral.
Oh, so like they're agnostic.
No, they're amoral. It's worse than agnostic.
How is that?
Because
how are these? What's the difference between amoral and agnostic on morality?
Yeah, so you can be agnostic about something which is moral or immoral, right? That's true. But that doesn't mean you're amoral. But what you're looking for is a system which is amoral. So you're saying, like, look, we're not going to make any moral prescriptions because that's not what the function of the state is.
So do you think what the founding fathers did was amoral? Like, it's not something to respect. It's not something valuable. What do you think about the founding fathers?
What does that have to do with anything?
The founding fathers created the American world. You're saying it seems like you're saying America is liberalism, and this liberalism is weak. Or do you think America is something else?
It became liberalism when you destroyed the republic with universal suffrage in the 14th Amendment.
The republic was just the language utilized to talk about a specific type of democracy, right?
No, it had a foundationalism. You're talking about 39 out of 50 signers, only 3 of them were deists. And foundationally, the states, under the 10th Amendment, were allowed to adopt their own religions and did. It was only until we got to the 14th Amendment, way later, that this was no longer the case. No. And in your opening, you got that wrong.
The Establishment and Free Exercise Clause specifically said Congress shall make no law respecting an established religion prohibiting the free exercise thereof.
At the federal level, that's true.
The federal level implied to the states.
No, that happened later under the 14th Amendment.
No,
in fact,
under the Constitution.
I'll show you. Brian, pull up the 14th Amendment stops states from adopting religion. I'll show you, so that you understand how the process worked.
So do you think that the founding fathers established a religion for the
No,
nation?
they established the 10th Amendment, which says that all rights which are not given to the federal government are given to the prospective states. Because the First Amendment covered that federally, this was part of a compromise. That compromise happened because of the Articles of Confederation. So the Articles of Confederation initially were the libertarian wet dream, but they didn't work because states couldn't have uniform commerce or uniform dollars or a uniform military. So they adopted a form of federalism and compromised. The compromise was the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment stated that actually states could have their own religions, and they did. Almost all the states had their own religion post-constitutional ratification. Most people don't know that.
By own religion, what do you mean? Do you just mean the test clause?
No. They had state religions.
The test clause. You had to be
No,
to
not
be
a
in
test
power.
clause. They had actual state religions. Inside each independent state, they had their own religions minus, I think, 2 or 3.
So why did the federal United States not have a religion? Why did it allow the states to make those choices?
Because of the 10th Amendment.
What was the principle? What were the founding fathers trying to do? What do you think the founding fathers cared about?
They were trying to separate the power of federalists between anti-federalists and federalists. So they compromised on 2 major amendments. The Second Amendment, which initially was way looser in language, and then they compromised on the 10th Amendment as well, because states wanted to have their own militias, they wanted to have their own militaries, they wanted to have their own currencies. Congress was like, look, we need to have the power to raise armies, we need to have the power to coin money. If you allow us to have those two powers, then all the other prospective powers will give to the states, which they did. That included religion.
So if the founding fathers intended, what, for it to be a Christian nation, to have some level of...
They intended for each state to be able to govern as they saw fit in order to implement religions if they chose to.
To the exclusion, at a federal level specifically, of any religion. Right?
But that's not in what's in contest here.
That is in what's contest,
Why?
Right? If we're talking about America, we're talking about the nation. We're talking
the
about the
First
founding
Amendment-
fathers, the minds behind the founding of the
The founding
nation.
fathers put in amendment processes for us to amend things, including the
Sure.
First Amendment, right?
Sure, yeah, but why, if they wanted to blend church and state, why wouldn't they write that in?
They did blend church and state
They did
because
not. They
under
have-
the 10th Amendment, they allowed states to adopt state religions. It was only when the Supreme Court looked at the 14th Amendment way later in our history that they decided, and by the way, that amendment had nothing to even do with this. That was about citizenship.
State religions isn't the same thing as America having a federal religion. We realize this, right?
Whoever postulated that we needed to have a federalized religion?
Well, I'm talking about separation of church and state.
Yeah, but
for America.
If states can have their own religion inside the state and it becomes the state religion, does that, in your opinion, violate that separation of church
Well,
and state?
if there's a test clause, yeah, it probably potentially would violate that. So if the state imposes a test clause for federal power, that would be an issue. And
Do
in
you
fact,
know when the last...
it was super common at the time that most states had clauses. In fact, the founding fathers were so intense about ensuring separation of power that despite most colonies at the time having a test clause for holding power of being religious, they explicitly barred it in, what was it, Article 6.
Oh, yeah? Then how come in Maryland you had to declare until 1960-something, I believe, that you believed in God in order to hold office?
Because in Maryland, they made that decision. But at a federal level, well, we're not talking about Maryland. We're talking about America.
Yeah, America...
Is Maryland America?
America is a coalition of states which have federalized. That's what's going on.
But don't you think that the Constitution...
No reason to be simping. She's not gonna date you, bro.
Constitution of America maybe matters when we're talking about the ethos of America?
Sure.
Okay, so when
you
the
mean that
founding
amendable?
fathers...
You mean that completely amendable thing?
Well, completely amendable makes it sound way looser than it is. Amending and adding amendments
It is way
incredibly
looser.
difficult.
Look, what's un-American about amending the First Amendment?
Nothing.
Okay. So then, inside of your worldview, it's completely constitutional to amend the First Amendment
Well,
to get rid. Hang on. To get rid of the Establishment Clause, that would be totally appropriate under your
I think
worldview.
that would be a violation of the American ethos. I think it's bad, and
How?
Because America's built on these things. I think that the founding fathers.
You don't believe America? Okay. Does America
Hold on.
have?
Do I get to finish my thoughts, or are you going to interrupt me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Right. I think what's really important here is that, like, the founding fathers, I think, are essential to understanding the ethos of America. I don't think they're the only piece, but if we want to look at like a litany of America over time, what we have, for example, is the founding fathers, despite the nation being dominantly Christian, despite the states having test religious clauses, the founding fathers looking at that going, no, we need a separation of church and state.
That's
it's
not
essential.
what happened.
That is absolutely what happened.
Not only is it not what happened, but within the framework that you're talking about, you just said it's not un-American to amend.
How did it not happen?
Hang on. You just said it's not in any way un-American to amend the First Amendment. The First Amendment is... I
should have clarified that, because when we say American, I'm meaning the ethos. What I should have said is it's not anti-constitutional. The Constitution would allow for it.
Okay, then let's follow that line of logic and see if that's true. Does American have any sort of like ethnic ethos?
Yeah.
What is it?
Dominantly white culture, hegemonically.
So that's part of the American ethos?
Yeah, to some degree. Yeah, significantly, right? Like white
Should it
Protestant,
stay that way?
I like it, yeah.
So America should stay a white Protestant nation?
But that's not the central piece of the ethos. You said, does it have a cultural ethos? And I said,
I'm asking
white
if, okay,
is one of them.
should it stay white?
We're going.
No, I don't care about the white
Then that's
piece.
not part of American ethos.
How is that the case? Absolutely, something that can be a part of the ethos and also change. Because the ethos here that's central isn't the whiteness that I was pointing to. It's
what?
some of the cultural values that come in. For example, Protestant work ethic, right? Taking value in the product that you make as
and
a
if
company.
America no longer had any of that and became completely atheistic, but still followed these constitutional amendments, that's still plenty American, right?
As long as I hold to central ethos of what I think the American dream and
Which
vision
is-
is,
that's
which
why
we
I'm asking
outlined,
you
for example,
if it's-
with the founding fathers at the Declaration of Independence.
Well, then if it's not whiteness and it's not anything,
whiteness.
and it's not anything cultural,
Bobby donated
It is cultural.
$69.
Oh my God.
It means
Sorry.
that according to
No idea what happened there.
Yeah.
I apologize.
It's okay. No
if
worries.
it's not,
Right. So I like that. Saved by the Bell cups. Saved by the Bell cups. Is that what does that have to have in here? All right, Matthew. We're supposed to go back to playing some games, maybe. Maybe. Think so. I'm not watching an 8-hour debate. Sounds cool, but I'm just not watching this. I'm not watching this 8-hour debate. I'll watch some highlights and some clips of it, but 9 hours, can't do it. Can't do it, bruv. Can't do it when I'm supposed to be playing my video game. I have other games that I play as well. Just not as often. Am I not getting teammates? Am I not getting teammates? PUBG, do you hate me? Pubs. I'm not gonna get teammates here. Hate me, don't you? You hate me. You hate me. Here, I pull up my games. These are the games that I have. Seven Days to Die, American Truck Simulator. I love that. I hadn't played it in a while, but I want to get back into it. Bellwright, City Skylines, Manor Lords, Red Dead Redemption 2, Satisfactory, Scum, Star Wars Rupture. I haven't played Star Rupture, but a handful of times. And then a bunch of other random games. Bill to the quick join. Cletus Booger Washington. Wow, what a name. So I am also live on Twitch. If anybody's interested in that. Ow. What's up, guys?
Yo, what up? You guys gonna drop it? Drop it quick at the whole yang. Looks like one.
2 teams? 2? Maybe 1.
Other one went to a different time. Guy ran a blue ping.
Come on, bro.
Got one on me.
Where's the last one?
I don't know, man. I just work here.
That him? That's one of y'all. That him or one of y'all?
That's him, instant.
But he got a sniper. 8 times right.
I just picked one up. I have a secret key or whatever. I think that's on orange, right?
I'm not sure. Get out the window.
I'm coming.
I push. So how is everyone doing this evening? How's everyone doing?
Where's it at?
No, this is not a secret room.
Yeah.
It's like on green. It's here or here.
God, took my map out.
Out this one. The next one down. I don't know where the hell it's at. It's in this area somewhere.
Okay, dipping.
Here, stop.
No,
at
it
that
is
one.
at orange. It is at orange.
It is at orange. It's at orange.
Yeah, so it might be. I was thinking maybe
There's another
the
vehicle
abandoned
behind
building
us.
got back.
Oh, okay. Maybe that one's not moving, but there was a moving one behind us.
Thinking of this maybe.
If it's not that one, it's this house across the street. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, we're already. I think.
Found it. Yeah.
I get or anything? Fuck it.
The rules are no simpulations, no simps. No simps allowed. Unless you want to be a simp, then you can be a simp. The rules.
You guys want to push in the terminal or sit on a mountain?
I'm good either way.
Well,
Jumped out. Messed up.
yeah, my bad. I thought it was
That's
staying on the side.
All we needed was your fat ass to hop out and sprung back.
Yep. Don't worry, guys. It was a calculated move.
Good job.
It's a road when you got a Jeep. Guys in here, spray us down. Back house for a little bit. On a repair kit if anybody needs. Up to you guys. You guys want to try to go for the main one?
Ladder coming in. Down green. On top. You may have seen me.
I saw
Yeah,
him.
he's in a ghillie with like a lynx or something.
Yeah, he didn't see us.
I put a marker up there, but thought I was crazy. So.
back of these and push the main bit. Got here.
Directly ahead.
Close. Yeah. Wasn't together, guys.
Nope.
Oh.
You guys ready? Let's do it. Fuck it. Pop a painkiller and we'll push it. Close, main floor. Nade. Dude, he's got the DB.
Ay. What a bad push. It wasn't a bad push. It was just unlucky. It was just unlucky. Refuel, okay. 7 items, 40 items in the trunk, okay. So anybody here? Anybody chilling? Y'all want to do something else? Because apparently the people that I had playing pubs with are not coming. So we can do something else. We can watch some debates. We can watch some. I'm not going to sit here and play this by myself. I will, but I don't want to. Drop 700 meters in a vehicle. This is 11. Do a cool Vic.
So just going to go rapid fire. A couple people have been waiting a while. I'm going to go with Nicholas because he was on
Can I have some coffee?
YouTube. He was on YouTube and he, wanted to reach out, ask you a question, Andrew. So go ahead, Nicholas.
Yeah, so
These people
Andrew,
are professional cope
thanks for
artists,
having me
dude.
on, by the
Get
way.
their ass
Appreciate it.
kicked and then pretend
Andrew,
they're not getting their
an
kicked.
inconsistency I need to ask you about, and it is how inconsistently inconsistent the arguments are for the conspiracy. How do you deal with it?
And I'm not sure what you're actually asking me. You mean the idea that there's all the people who have alternative events but never have any evidence for any of them? Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah, like the
look. My
90
whole
different
this is
inconsistencies that are-
mostly this is the majority of the problem. The majority of the problem is there are no provable alternative facts to any of it. I've looked and I've talked with these people. I don't know how many times. They actually don't posit anything with evidence ever. Nothing. Not Candace Owens, not Baron Coleman, nobody. All they do is make these absurd, bizarre claims like this gentleman says, it's impossible. It's impossible 30-06 could do this. It's like, but he hasn't ballistically demonstrated that. He just says that he shot some stuff and it didn't stop it, so therefore it's true. It's like, that's not an evidence-based claim, and it's definitely not scientifically rigorous. But on top of all of that, I've yet to hear out of all these people who pretend that they don't promote some sort of alternative theory. They do actually promote many alternative theories. They just won't stand behind them. That's it.
I can address that, but I want to go to these hands because that view is completely flawed. What Andrew said, and that's fine. Go ahead, John.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Andrew.
Sure.
How do you know that Mauser 98-30-06 that they found in the woods ever went on that roof?
You mean as far as the establishment goes? Because the evidence points to the fact that it did.
The evidence points that it did.
Mm-hmm.
How does it point that it did when they never seen the?
Who never? What do you mean?
These arguments are so bad.
So what evidence shows that ever went on that rooftop?
The fact that he said in text messages that he took the gun up on the rooftop in Charlie Kirk. What do you mean? And then he was waiting for cops to leave so that he could go.
He took that gun on the roof. He didn't say that he took that gun on the roof.
So he was going in to retrieve a different that he didn't take on the roof.
He planted that gun, is what I think. I think he went on that roof with a foldable AR, or like Corby Hall said, with a different barrel on it, maybe a 30 caliber, like you said. But I don't think he ever took that Mauser 98-30-06 on that roof. I think he put it in the woods so that when the bullet come out of Charlie, that it wouldn't match that gun in the woods. That would be his way to get out of it.
Well, I don't understand. How would that help him get out of it when the round that they found was a 30 cal? The fragmented round they pulled out of Charlie was a 30 cal.
All right. When Tyler shot Charlie, did he know it was going to fragment?
I don't know how that would be worse. That would be worse for your case, though.
These are some bad arguments.
September 10th, the day he shot him, did he know that bullet was going to come back inconclusive?
No.
Let's say it didn't come back.
Well, hang on. The bullet. Hang on. Wait, let's separate a couple things. The bullet did not come back inconclusive. They didn't say. They said the bullet's a 30 caliber. Okay. You're talking about what's the inconclusive part is them saying that specific bullet was fired from that gun. They couldn't match it specifically to the gun because it's fragmented.
I got you, and I understand that, and yeah, you're correct. But let's just say it did come back, and they could match it to the gun. But let's say when they tried to match it to the gun, it didn't match the gun. Tyler's he's probably sitting there thinking, I wish it had to come back to where they can match it. and that way they would see that it didn't come from.
Then why would he want? Then why the hell would he want to retrieve it?
Why would he want to retrieve it? He just made him look. I think he just made it look like he was trying to get it. He put that in the woods for them to find. He wanted them to find it.
Okay, I'm just going to go with this theory. So then Tyler Robinson went up on the roof and Charlie Kirk, right?
With a different.
Okay, great.
And I believe that Tyler Robinson did kill Charlie Kirk. Now I do believe that.
Okay, great. So then I don't know what we're arguing then.
I just think that Tyler Robinson poured the magic on over everybody, and a 22-year-old, he's fooled everybody.
Is there any evidence is there any evidence at all that Robinson owns any other rifles, especially a folding AR-15? Any?
No, but hey, there's a lot of people getting. I mean, you don't have to go out and purchase a. I mean, there's all kinds of ways. Look at all the people here getting. They find a way to get a. They want one.
Yeah, sure. So I can concede this point. I can concede the point that there are people who have obtained tons and tons and tons of rifles that nobody has any idea about, that aren't registered. In fact, I'm even for that, right? I wish that you'd get rid of registration altogether in any state in which they want to register long arms. But that really doesn't negate the point of there being no evidence whatsoever to support the fact that he had any other firearm whatsoever at all.
There's no evidence to say that he took that on the roof.
Well, no, there is evidence that he took that gun on the roof. Yes. Especially the fact that it was parked in a forest, and he sent text messages saying that he wanted to retrieve that. And he said specifically in the text messages that his grandpa wanted him to have a big bore hunting rifle, and that he said, quote, and this from memory, so I guess I can't quote it, I'll paraphrase. But if I remember correctly in those text messages, he said to Twig, well, I guess this proves that this basically will... will take a person out, which infers that he killed Charlie Kirk with that.
I don't.
Yeah, it'll take down a big boar, but it'll get stuck in a human neck. All right. So moving
actually,
on.
can I just pull you up for 1 sec there? That actual quote actually implies that he'd never fired that rifle before, because what he actually says was, "I guess Grandpa's rifle goes okay." So does that sound like he's fired?
No, that's not the full context of what happened there. I'll pull them up real quick.
Okay,
let's pull up the text messages between Twig and Robinson here.
Yeah, take your time.
Hang on. Are you gonna pull up Are you pulling up the first ones or the new ones that they changed?
Take your time, Andrew. Let Muppet just let him pull up whatever he's gonna pull up. If you need to pull up anything, Muppet, I know you know the case pretty well. You can, but I want to just keep it moving a little bit. Rabbi, I see your hand up, and Critico.
Thanks for the follow, Battlecry.
Ryan,
how did you find the channel today, bud?
My understanding is you're here to push more Fed slop, but I did give you a mic. I might get to you at some point. But thanks for being patient anyway. Sean, if you're here to push Fed slop, then I don't know. But
no Fed slop. Just trying to find clarification, brother.
Okay, good. I like it. Leslie, go ahead.
So I have two questions. Andrew, what makes you think that you're more qualified in ballistics than Corby is?
Andrew didn't make that claim. While he's just keep in mind, Leslie, before you start going in on Andrew, he is looking. I get it. He is looking something up. So
okay.
If you do have other questions for people on the panel, or if you just want to. I know he can multitask. If you want to say, if you have more than one question, if you just kind of want to say what you think overall, if you have a theory or if you have evidence of anything, that's kind of the stuff that he's looking for. But I do want to give him some time to do some
that's
homework.
fine. I can wait.
What's up with your buddy Ryan, Andrew? He got scared and ran. Tell him to come back.
He may not know how to hop on X.
No, he was in here for a while.
Yeah, maybe. But...
Oh no, wait, he's requesting again.
And I saw him come
Andrew,
up.
Do you reckon you can get me on Piers Morgan?
Give me a second, bro.
Ryan, before we continue, Ryan, I know you've been really patient. You're one of the Fed sloppers. I'll respond to you, Ryan. What do you want to say?
I think you, okay, great. I'm very glad to be here, but I'm actually not here to push Fed slop. You got me all wrong. I think that after watching the trial, I wanted to see if anybody could contest this alternative theory that I think is really plausible. So to me, when you're looking at motivation, I think we all know the way that you tell who has motivation, 9 times out of 10, you follow the money.
100%.
And I was thinking about it, and I was saying, who made a lot of money since the death of Charlie Kirk? And I did some sleuthing.
Yep.
And I looked at Candace's numbers, and her subscribers are through the roof since Charlie Kirk died.
Hey, they're through the roof.
We heard earlier there was a theory that I think was interesting. It couldn't be disproven. There was a theory that a state might have done it. Now, that's true. A state might have done it. It's logically possible. But what's the motivation for a state? It's not so clear to me. But Candace made a lot of money. So I think the real theory is Candace set this all up. That's the thing. I mean,
Ryan, Candace set it up.
And I think that I have at least as much evidence for that
satire. I'm the satire.
No, it's not satire, bro.
And I'm the satire king here. I appreciate it. It was a nice try. I'll give you a C. But Andrew, is this the best you could find?
Well, hang on. First,
this is your attorney.
First and foremost,
we're just asking
we are under the
questions.
agreement that you're not muting me in this space, correct?
I didn't mute you.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry, Dan. That was me. I didn't realize I was muting everybody.
Just so you know.
But you don't know, Andrew. You don't really know how spaces work. Sometimes you have to mute. This guy was going on with this joke.
Hang on. I want the agreement. I want the agreement that we always have that you're not going to mute me in this space.
I won't mute you, but I have to mute other people.
I understand that. I'm not saying that you. I don't give a shit about other
people.
people.
Okay,
talking
go ahead.
about
What
me.
were you gonna say? No, I'm not gonna mute you. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said it's a private.
Oh, so I pulled up the chat here, right? Remember how I was engraving bullets? The messages are mostly big meme. I see if he notices bulge UD or UWU on Fox News, I might have a stroke. Robinson says, "All right, I'm going to leave it."
So that modern day debate wouldn't
in
come
reference to his rifle. It sure sounds like he used that rifle.
Since it was behind their paywall.
Just pointing that out. I wanted to pull up the messages that I saw myself.
What about the other quote though that he said?
Which other quote?
Grandpa's.
If that makes sense.
Grandpa's rifle. It seems to go okay.
Yeah. Hang on, I can
it was
pull
a
that
lot of
one up
fun,
too.
though.
But
it was wild.
Remember, I was
out
going
here.
off of just memory, but now I actually have them in front of me. 1 second. I thought they caught the person. They grabs why did you blah blah blah. I've had enough of his hatred. Bit over a week. I've been planning it.
Now that I'm in my right frame of mind, I probably could go back and rewatch it.
And grabbed it as soon as I got my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle.
I was not in the right frame of mind to listen to the thing. Listen to it last night.
Boom.
The one before the scope, where he mentions the scope, had a 2K scope. I think it's right before that.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to have to leave it. That really sucks. That's the one that's right before that.
Okay. I might have changed it. In the original one, it says...
No, I think the one that I'm talking about is the one that they introduced in court. I'll see if I can find the exact quote. But, I mean, I think we're both on the same page that he did reference, and again, this is just from memory, but that he did reference indeed that... basically, well, that puts it to rest that this won't do the job, right?
But
so hang on, let me see.
I took it the other way that he hadn't fired it before. Something like after.
Oh, here it is.
I think.
Here, hang on, I got it. Robinson. All right, I'm gonna just leave it. That's really sucks. And then he says, judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's does just fine. I don't know. I think that was a 2K scope.
So does that not imply that he hasn't fired it before?
I don't think it implies that he hasn't fired it. No, I think that he was, because they were talking about a hunting trip and his grandpa saying he said in the text messages that he basically had to have that rifle or his grandpa wanted him to use a different rifle or something. I didn't bring, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if I can find it.
It's just a detail, just semantics, I guess. You could take it either way. Yeah.
Yeah, in the context, I think I don't see how that means he didn't shoot it. No.
That girl, I'm just gonna do rapid fire. I don't know what Andrew's doing right now, but I'm gonna do rapid fire real quick.
If you're still here,
that girl.
Hey, thanks for bringing me on.
Once you come back,
hope everybody's
I
having
can
a good
shut
night.
the stream down.
One of you?
Yeah.
and then
Hi, Andrew.
rewatch
It was
Hello.
a pleasure talking. Hello.
You too. How are you?
Rewatch
I'm good. How are you doing tonight?
Yes, living the dream.
Okay, that's good.
modern day
Good.
to
Listen,
modern.
I just have a
Rewatch
question.
the Nest
You
D'Souza
know,
stream.
my position is always a little different than everybody else's. You guys might come back and, hey, Tyler Robinson's guilty. I just think there's more to it than meets the eye, which is why. So, do you think that it was normal that during the last few moments of Charlie Kirk's life, when the security team should have been calling 911?
Oh yeah, I
maybe calling the
remember. Haven't
hospital?
we discussed this before?
Well, hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm
All
not
right.
done yet. Ben Shapiro came out and listen, I didn't tell him to say it.
I mean,
I didn't tell him to say it. He came out and said
it all
that
sounds good to them.
his security team was receiving updates from Charlie's security team while Charlie was in the back of the unequipped SUV after they tossed him in there like a side of beef. So do you think that's normal? You know what I mean? Like, do you think that's something that's okay, that shows that these people were really concerned about keeping Charlie alive?
Just
That's
to
what I
just to clarify real quick, didn't Tim Pool say that too?
Yes.
Even worse. So they just were on the phone with everybody. Not the
Casey,
hospital.
remember that Victor's receiving information on the fly too.
Right. Yeah. So there's just it's conversations with everybody except for the hospital. They didn't call 911. I mean, I didn't ask these people to say. Well, I don't know why Tim Pool came when he added that in. It made it even worse for me. I was like, oh, so they just were talking to everybody, but who they should have been talking to. Is this something that shows a group of people who were trying to save Charlie Kirk's life?
Well, I don't think that that's evidence they weren't trying to save his life. No.
How do you save somebody's life while talking to Ben Shapiro's security
So there's
team?
let's start with a
You know what I
couple.
mean? Like, I just-
Yeah, let's get a couple things clarified so that we can see if we can separate fact from fiction. Because I've heard you make this claim many times. You say the security team, nobody on it ever called 911. Is that correct?
Yes, there's many calls to 911. People went through the calls, and not a single person from the security team called 911. Worse yet, Blake Neff even told me he didn't even call 911, but I wasn't really asking about him. But
But
he told me that he didn't think it was
911
important to
had been called.
by a bunch of people in the audience, children, people who were scared. Yes,
Gotcha. All right.
I would have called too.
So my understanding from what Shapiro's saying, and I'm no defender of Shapiro, was just that these guys were all worried potentially about their safety, and their security teams all know each other, so they were sharing communication. That's my understanding of it.
Right. Which I have no problem with, except for the fact when Shapiro added, while Charlie was in the back of the truck or the car. You can, of course, debriefing with other security teams.
Well, he
absolutely.
may have gotten that detail wrong too. You know,
he's a very literal man, and I think that he said it. To be honest, I think he said it on purpose because I feel like that might be something that comes up later. But that is a KC speculation without any kind of evidence to prove that. But
well, we don't even actually have any evidence. We don't actually even have any evidence that these calls took place at all.
Why would Shapiro lie like that and insert himself?
I have no clue if he's lying, if he's not lying, this or that. We don't have enough information on it. We would just be speculating.
Right. But it is and I'll just end it here, but it is like pointless for him to say it if it wasn't true. Like, it actually makes the whole situation look worse. So therefore, again, these people, they couldn't have been focused on saving Charlie's life.
Well, that's where you move. That's where you're moving into speculation, though. It's like them sharing information from the security team. Therefore, that means that they weren't interested in saving Charlie Kirk's life. That's where you move from an oddity into something which is speculatory and requires actual good evidence to prove.
Well, the actual good evidence and the requirement would be totally focused on Charlie Kirk. And again, using your phone to call the hospital, especially you have it. Now, this isn't like I'm in the back of the car, right? Father God, please never treat me like this. If something like this happens to me, people, this is not the standards. This is not acceptable. Don't accept this kind of business for your family either. But anyway, this is Charlie Kirk. So you would think they would even call the hospital to let them know we're bringing in this celebrity, somebody of high status to your hospital. But instead, and he said while Charlie was in the car, they were talking to his security team. That is not normal. And again, it shows a level of not just distraction, but just carelessness, I don't know how you're trying to save a life and you're thinking of other people. And then Tim Pool said, well, they called mine too. So they were chit-chatting with everybody instead of focusing on making the proper calls to the proper authorities to get, to
Well, I
to get
use
Charlie some real help.
I use security myself, but I don't think that I use anybody who any of these people use. I use like private people who I know. But I don't know exactly how they share information or how interconnected they are. I don't have all the details on that yet. Nobody does.
All right, Casey, I gotta move on. I gotta move on,
I know
Casey.
you did. I know, but I just all right, let me have the last word. I just want to say good night to Andrew.
Casey, no
Can I just
last
say
word.
good
It's
night?
always last word with you, Casey.
Can
I'm
I
sorry.
just say good night? Can I just thank you for letting me come up? Thank you, Andrew. Always a pleasure. And I'll be around again. I'm not going too far.
Say good night.
Well, and we can talk again in the future, Casey. I got no problems with you, as you know.
For sure. No, I don't have any problems with you either. I look forward to talking to you in the future.
And
all right, bye.
people can go sub to her channel too. She is a creator. She has a YouTube channel. Sub to that. Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just going to give it from an executive protection aspect. Being in executive protection, a lot of our agencies are very, very close. Now, whether you're guarding a diplomat or guarding just a high value person, you are going to be in contact with your home base. You're going to be in contact through radio, through everyone else on the team. So updates are going to be pushed through the radio, which in turn could be guys on the ground because our radios are going to last 2 to 4 miles. So those guys, even though they're in the car speeding away, they can be giving an update on that headset to the guys on the ground, which are then communicating with the rest of the teams. Because when you're in that atmosphere, similar or same companies, they're calling like Tim Pool, they're calling Ben Shapiro, they're saying, hey, there's a threat out. Charlie Kirk just got. That's where this is coming from. I believe that's what the aspect would come out to be. I don't think that guys are sitting there with one hand on his neck and then, other hand on his cell phone. Hey, what's up, Ben? Just want to let you know Charlie's about to die. No, that's stupid. That's just nonsense. The way that you got to look at executive protection is you have to warn all your assets, especially if they're in the same realm, if that makes sense. Really quick, I wanted to ask one question about you said there was another bullet. They said there was another rifle round found on an adjacent rooftop above where Tyler Robinson was, correct? That was found later on. Now that I believe was it says a rifle round, which means a full round, not a spent round.
Correct.
Not a bullet, not a casing. So therefore, it was ejected probably when one of the cops got his rifle, went to the highest point, which is where you want to be to get an overwatch. He will then rifle around, or he'll rack around to make sure that he has a round in the chamber. Now, if he already had a round in there, cool, he ejected one. I think that's where that round on the other rooftop came, because it doesn't say that it was a
That's
spent
what
shot.
they say it. That's what they say it came from. They say it came from a cycled officer's. That's one, and then secondarily, if this is a professional who's capable of switching out uppers in order to, and then leave behind breadcrumbs or something, why would he leave the round behind? He's professional enough to have a rifle, which he can then switch between a 30 cal 300 blackout over to a 5.56. Why would he leave the round? That makes no sense. Some pro he is.
The last thing I was going to call into was the description of the clothing he was wearing. Now, anybody within the security field, military, tracking, any of that, or police, the number one thing you're going to look at, especially when you have a suspect running away or you got to give a description, you always want to get the shoes. Now, people might think it's weird, but that's how we track insurgents over the Middle East. It's weird. You might think it's crazy, but anyone else that's been in the Middle East knows this. You see the shoes, and you're going to notice them. All right? The way that they tracked him were the shoes and the pants he was wearing. He didn't change those. That is one of the hardest items to change when someone is trying to change an outfit or their appearance. Now, they found the shirt. They found residue on him and on his clothes that they confiscated. So this is where I'm looking at Tyler Robinson. But again, I can't draw a definite conclusion. This whole thing is nuts. But
yeah, I'd agree. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
mean,
Thanks, man.
yeah, no problem. I mean, most of us know that this is mostly just nonsense because really, yeah, especially a case like this, you would have a cell tower data, you'd pull the reports from the cell towers, there would be none of this
let me just try to break it down real quick.
Okay, break it down for me.
You have somebody in your workplace that's a real leader that everybody looks up to, that exhibits good qualities, right?
Yeah.
You would elect them to city council. And then that city council selects people from amongst itself to send up to the higher body. And then that process repeats, so on and so forth, until you get to like Xi Jinping or whatever, right? That's kind of what I mean.
So you want to go back to the founding of the nation?
If that's the founding of the nation,
Well,
no, because
if the idea,
the senators were appointed by the state legislature.
That's what you just said.
And the president.
That's what you just said. You just said that if we get to the city council promotes the next guy to the next tier, and then they send another guy up the next tier. Those would be the guys who would be sending in your representative. Is that not correct?
Yeah, if it all starts with the workers with universal suffrage, then that's good.
So to get this right, let's just say that. Hang on.
If it's how.
So to get this right,
America, if it's just like white men with property, I would obviously not.
Yeah, but let's just. But here's the thing. It's so funny here. Is like, okay, so under your system, what you're proposing is this: that the states send representatives to the government. Because it goes through a tiered system where you elect your shop foreman as a city councilor. So under this system, you would elect your shop foreman to city council, which you could do right now. And then they would then make appointments to higher positions than them from that council all the way up. How is this system actually any different right this second? This sounds like the exact same system that we have, except this. You're proposing a tiered system of, what I would say is a prestige tiered system. So if it goes to the oligarchs, or in this case, the council then promotes the next guy, and then that team of people promotes the next guy, et cetera, et cetera. All you've actually done is circulated from the Democrat base, the people, from actually voting the representatives in that they want. Isn't that a worse system for communism?
No, I don't think it is. The difference is that the people that get elevated do not get elevated on the basis of their ability to get capital to run in these elections. And they
how
don't
do
have
you?
lobbying
Well, how do you
or
think
anything
people?
Like that.
How do you think
If
people
they
get
are
elected?
Dude? Well, dude, let me finish.
Okay,
and
go
if
ahead.
they are taking like bribes, for example, what we would call lobbying, it's legal here. If they're taking bribes, they get punished for that. Like in China, they take you out behind the woodshed, bury under the jail for things like that. So
unless
sorry
it's
to
unless it's the CCP who's getting bribed, then they don't do any of that.
They do that for party members all the time who engage in corruption.
No, well, the thing is that there's a certain amount of corruption which is allowed within the CCP by the party leaders. They're all splitting treasure amongst themselves. That is the epitome of corruption. But by the way, let's just point this out. All you're promoting here is a prestige system. You're saying that once the councilman is elected, that council then gets to elect the next guy, and then that next tier gets to elect the next guy. How is that a better system from a communist perspective than the people themselves just collectively voting on whoever they want to vote for whatever office they want?
Again, yeah, it would be better because they don't have to amass influence and capital from like the private sector to do so.
They would still have to amass it. Yeah, they still would.
Their compatriots on the basis of their merit.
Okay, so then how would the city council get money?
Probably from the federal government or equivalent.
And how would the federal government collect revenue?
Now you're asking me about like how the revenue system would
I'm
work.
just asking you how the federal government would collect revenue under your
system.
system.
Right now is that we print money and then distribute that money.
Yeah, fiat
and
currency.
then we
I
tax
agree.
Later, and then we run deficits because we don't tax as much as we spend.
I agree. All that's true.
So it could.
Are you going to assess
similar to
taxes?
that.
Are you? What I'm asking is the federal government going to assess taxes against individuals and then, with the tax assessment, distribute it how they see fit?
Well, no government works like that. It's you print the money first and then tax later.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. But you're still taxing the citizenry. But let's just say under your perfect form of government, we're not printing money we don't have. How's the federal government collecting money exactly?
No, we will be printing money we don't have. Every government works like that.
Okay, so how's the federal government collecting money under this system?
The same way that it does now.
The same way it does now. So they're going to be collecting. So they're going to be taxing the citizenry, and then the citizenry is only able to vote for localized politicians and send those localized politicians to the next tier, and then the next tier, and then the next tier, and the next tier in your system. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just correct me if I'm wrong.
Sounds like a
But
terrible
I don't
system.
understand how that's not just amassing power structures of bribery. I don't actually understand this. You're actually creating a caste system.
Bribery is illegal.
Yeah, but well, it's illegal if the law is enforced, right? Like every law. But isn't what you're doing just creating a caste system of nobility?
No, because it's based on merit. Anybody can rise through the ranks and become known in their community and be elevated to these positions, and then they become known in the community of the party people. Like did you know that most Communist Party members are themselves workers? They're not full-time party members, right? Like
Where?
within the lowest level of the
Where?
Chinese Party Congress kind of thing.
Yes, they are. Many of them
No,
are
they're not.
full-time propagandists. Yes, they are.
No,
Yes.
that's incorrect.
Yes. No, it's not. It's not incorrect. The truth is,
is incorrect.
You're actually falling here for classic propaganda. So it's always the case that
No.
the politicians want to make the bid for the working class, and so many of them will always act as though they're the blue-collar person, et cetera, when they're actually not. But in this system, I'm just really curious. How is it that we're stopping corruption here?
Because if you give somebody money or material reward for favors, that is illegal. It's illegal in China.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's illegal here too.
And if we find you doing that, well, no. 'Cause
Yeah. Yes.
They do it in the form of campaign donations. After you get out of Congress, like Kristen Sinema, for example, she's going to work for a lobbying firm.
True.
Stuff like that is against the law. Yeah, we're not going to allow that.
So we're going to get rid of the lobbyists. We're going to get rid of the NGOs.
Yeah.
So China doesn't have lobbyists and it doesn't have NGOs?
That certainly doesn't have lobbyists. Yeah, I'm sure it has NGOs that do various things.
It has a massive lobbying party.
What is the massive lobbying party?
Yeah, so the CCP itself actually hires lobbyists to lobby, of course, other nations, but there's lobbying firms inside of China itself trying to get various officials into positions of power. They just do it through non-governmental organizations, and they use backdoor bribery.
Okay, can you give me an example of that?
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Sure. I just think this is a better system, folks.
Based on
You know,
what, dude?
It's based on merit. It's based on, starting off with people who are prove useful to their local communities. And then you don't have this thing where these politicians are constantly worrying about their next election and how they're going to raise money for their next election. I think that's better.
Yeah, so the CCP, they use actually a ton of these. So let's talk about front organizations first. Let's talk about the United Front Work Department and its affiliated organizations. Are you familiar with the United Front Work Department?
No, what is it?
Well, so what happens is the CCP they're overseeing these kind of various departments of the state. You agree with that, right? Critical for state infrastructure or state security or things like this. And so, yeah, well, what happens is those companies still amass a great amount of power, and they're able to filter money through NGOs, which are then, again, lobbying directly these government officials in order to get their people in power in the inner circle of the CCP. It's the same exact thing here. It's just done slightly differently.
When is the money exchanging hands?
Well, the problem is that it exchanges hands through things like money laundering. Why do you think so many of these CCP officials make a very low salary but are filthy and rich? Why do you think that is?
Like at what stage? At what stage does the money change hands? Is my question.
Well, it depends on which official we're talking about and which specific circumstance. But the fact of the matter is that how does a person who's of relatively low means join the CCP and become extremely rich? Can you explain that to me? What do you think the process there is? They just suddenly become really good at business?
Yeah, I mean, experts are rewarded for their expertise, of course.
Experts are rewarded for their expertise. So, so you think that even though they receive a very minimal salary from the CCP, but they make millions of dollars through business interests that the state's not assisting them through backdoor means of, I don't know, fixing contracts and various things like this that they get kickbacks from?
I don't think that occurs in China, Andrew.
Bro,
because that's illegal.
You have got to be one of the most naive people that I've ever talked to if you think that that's not occurring, not just in China, but in every nation.
Love the ad hom. Okay.
Well, that's not an ad hom. I'm directly giving you an argument and calling you naive. An ad hom would be if I was only attacking you and not the argument. I'm attacking the argument and calling you naive.
As far as I'm aware, if you exchange money for political favors in China, that's illegal.
It's illegal
they put people
here.
In prison and worse all the time.
It's illegal to exchange political favors for money here.
Not really.
Yeah, really. It really is. It really is. Like you can't go. You can't go to your. Can you go to your congressman and say, "I'll give you $10,000 if you sign this bill"? Can you say that or no?
No, but you can say, "I will set up a super PAC to get you elected in the next cycle."
Right. And what is a super PAC? A super PAC is a workaround utilizing NGOs, which then filter money to a campaign, right? Through means basically of not saying this is a direct contribution. Under the CCP, they're doing the exact same thing. They're just doing it through the officials who work in the public works. They're doing the exact same thing. They're bolstering up the people that they want to go in there through their NGOs. They just don't call them super PACs, but it's the same process.
No, not really.
Yeah, really. I just explained it to you.
If you want to set up an organization that goes and talks to lawmakers, as it were, and tries to influence them, I see no problem with that.
All right.
The issue is when you're saying, "I will help you get elected again. I will help you maintain your office."
Let's try this. Let's try a different angle here real quick before we wrap the conversation up, if you don't mind. Let's just start with something.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just start with something really simple. What are the actions that you want to see right now?
Right now, I guess if I had to give you like a top 3, it would be abolish the Federal Reserve. We have a state bank.
How you doing, buddy?
Instead of the system of private banks that is the Federal Reserve.
Okay, let's start with that one.
Okay.
We abolish the Fed tomorrow.
All right.
There's no more printing of fiat currency. Now what?
There is printing of fiat currency. It's just in the hands of the state and not the private banks.
It's in the hands of the state now. Congress oversees the Fed.
No.
Yes.
Wrong.
No, not wrong. Oh, can you tell me? Then, real quick, the
You're
federal.
saying that that the government controls the Federal Reserve, private banks that print all the money?
Yeah, yes, they have oversight over them. Yes, that's correct. The old Ron Paul, the old Ron Paul line that the Federal Reserve is a private banking institution which has no oversight is actually a complete lie. It is true that it hasn't been audited in a long time, but
it's several private banks that print all our money, and then our government says, "Thanks for lending us this money. We'll pay it back in interest." But of course, we can never do that because we can't. That amount of money doesn't exist because they print all of it.
That's true. They do spend more money than they have. But let me just explain this to you. The Federal Reserve is accountable to Congress, which provides oversight through statutory requirements for semi-annual hearings, regular testimony, and the ability to pass resolutions to influence or disapprove of Fed actions or eliminate the Fed anytime they so choose. They have the power of the purse and always have. What you just said is factually not true. They do have Hang on. Can we agree that they do have regulatory bodies which do indeed have oversight over the Fed?
Sure. Yeah.
Can we agree, for instance, that Trump went to the head of the Federal Reserve and asked him to lower interest rates, for instance?
And they didn't. Yeah.
They did.
They said no thanks.
No, you're wrong. They did. He went in his first term and asked for interest rates to be lowered, and they did lower interest rates.
What word did you just use, Andrew? He what?
He asked him to lower interest rates, which they did. Yes.
Did they have to?
Well, they don't have to, but then they're subject to oversight. Yes.
Then they don't have to. Yeah. I would like Congress to get rid of the Federal Reserve, and then we can have a state bank instead
okay.
of the system of private banks.
So you want this
Dumbass.
the Congress to be back in charge of money, which is constitutional. I
Dumbass.
actually agree with this stance, by the way.
Cool.
But I'm just wondering
Great.
what that system looks like.
We agree.
No, well, we agree tentatively that abolishing the Fed's a good idea, but what we don't agree with is what we replace that with. That's what I'm asking. What do we replace that with?
A state bank, singular.
Okay, but what does that look like?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Imagine a bank, but it's not a private bank. It's actually a part of the government, and they print all the money. That's what it looks like.
Okay, got it.
What does that look like?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would give you like the Jackson banking model. I think would be a really good one, but that would be, you wouldn't probably like that very much because you're a communist. So okay, what's point 2? What's the next thing you want to do?
Yeah, I think we need a massive industrial policy so that we can make things here that are valuable, that aren't just debt and data. And the side effect of that would be reproletarianization, where people are actually making things with their hands and are the traditional proletariat again.
All right, and how do we get there?
Let's see. Well, I think we should start off by trying to influence the private sector into doing these things. And then if they don't do them how we want them to, then the state should, for example. Like, we need housing. We gotta see if the private sector will do that, and I don't think that they will, and so we should probably have the state directing housing building
projects,
semiconductors, for example.
You want the states to make more projects?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever have you ever seen what the have you ever seen what the
rail, water,
have you ever seen what public housing looks like?
It's not very good, because you know why it's not very good is that instead of policing it very heavily, we actually give private individuals, private landlords, money for this public housing.
Is it that, or is it the case that many times the people who have no idea how to manage money and don't have very good impulse control instead are the people who are generally the brokest in society, and also the people who are the most stricken with mental illness, and we're putting them all in one location, and so they do crazy like rub feces on the wall and break things constantly, refuse to pay their bills, this type of thing. Why do you think it's a good idea to subsidize that behavior rather than putting people like that in, I don't know, like treatment facilities instead? This would be the better idea, wouldn't it?
Well, firstly, when I say build housing, it doesn't need to be all public housing. We can still be,
are y'all on the full
people
screen
will
or the
acquire
short?
it through the equivalent of a mortgage, just a mortgage, stuff like that. Probably have incentives for if you have big families, you get a bigger house. Or
yeah, but that makes no sense.
things of that nature.
Why would the private sector, if there was demand,
for these extremely poor people, then we should have armed guards.
Well,
in every
help me out here.
Hallway or something.
If the private sector thought that they would make profit by building more houses because more people are demanding them, why wouldn't they?
Well, they actually think that they will make more profit if they always have less housing than would meet or exceed demand.
Why would contractors give a shit about that?
All the conglomeration of firms owned by BlackRock, Vanguard, who's bought all these single family homes, they say, well, none of these homes are selling because they're too expensive, but we're gonna we view that as good. We're gonna hold on to that. Try to not sell all of them at once to drive demand up, and then eventually we'll sell them. That's what they think.
Private contracting firms, though, have plenty of equity, and they have plenty of money, and they can buy up land, private land, and they can begin to build housing structures on that land, but they're not. Why do you think that is? Could it be because of how many people default on their mortgages? Could it be because they're set to take some pretty heavy losses? Could it be because they think that the risk far outweighs the potential gain? Yeah. So then the thing is that if you can't incentivize the private sector through money to go and build all these new houses that you think that people need and want, because they can't turn any profit, why do you think the government's going to do a better job? Aren't they just
Like 7 days.
Hola.
Hola. What's up, bud?
So you're a child?
Yeah.
Wow, he grew up a lot. Holy hell.
Yeah, I had to turn off push to talk. I have no. Only thing that I have on donations is PayPal. I can't accept donations on. He's on pubs.
Who was that? Who asked him? Question.
What?
Sorry, I'll have to turn my mic on up. So I don't talk like a dumbass.
Happens, you know.
What? No. But can you hear me if I talk like this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So
did he want to watch you play or stream?
Dr. Karma, that's the guy that I'm playing with over here. Karma the Pharma.
Or that farm?
You're a ghost.
William,
Oh, that's
no. You cannot have your mom drink.
What'd you
Come
say?
on. Come on.
I gotta turn you up. I can't hear you.
I was walking away.
Oh. Doing the... Oh, he had like.
Who's gonna tip it? You want a bottle?
Hey. There was a lot yesterday. There was a lot going on yesterday. A monitor? Got him. What about my monitor? I have another one. I wanna hook up. Eight, 4, 12. Also not highly intoxicated. Dancing to no music.
Yeah, it's because.
It was a wild adventure last night.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You wanna go to the quarry?
Yeah.
He wanted to be proud of his dad, the streamer.
The only reason he cares right now is because his friends are
I
watching.
don't like that you ignore me every time I ask you a question.
His friends are watching. They came to the stream last night. I had like 1,100 people in here. It was a wild time.
You better hit that fucking talk button and get really annoyed.
Wait, am I not talking to you?
Seeing your mouth move and not hearing anything.
Can you not hear me?
You weren't talking.
That's bullshit. I was talking a lot.
Not to me, you weren't. There's no way in hell you're gonna play this game with one headphone.
I'm not a
in.
pro. I'm terrible at this game.
Oh, he's good at the game.
I'm not good at the game. Karma's good at the game. I'm not good at the game.
I was good at the game.
Say what?
I said I was good at the game. What kind of gun you want?
I have a Tommy and a VSS.
There's an MP5 over here. Want it?
MP5?
I dropped it. Extended mag and ammo. Yeah.
Are you good? Wait, what are y'all saying?
Nice hat. That just came out of nowhere.
Trying to get shout outs. Should have been here. Should have been trying to get shout outs yesterday with 900 people, or 1,100 people here.
Oh.
Yeah, it was extremely wild.
Bunch of 9 million.
Yeah, I put it on private.
Yeah.
I'll unprivate it next week, but for now it's private.
What, the VOD?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, get your child in.
I will after the full VOD goes, after the full channel goes. What the?
What was going on earlier, but I played a TDM. He was an AUG thumb grip, and it was a laser beam.
Are you having? Oh,
Yeah, which is the right.
Oh, wild. Okay. Can you get that annoying blind out the back? That's kind of messed up, bro. Don't be talking like that.
What is that?
I don't know. Maximum. That max.
I thought he said it.
But,
Get the annoying blonde out of the back.
but yeah, Karma last night, dude. It was I was streaming some debates or whatever, and there were.
I saw.
Did you see it on Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch.
Okay, on YouTube, there were 1,200 people. Roughly 1,200. I think I ended up with like 38 or 40,000 views. You shooting at me?
Yeah, C-pad.
I can't hear you if you're talking to me.
Do you need a cheek pad?
Yes.
Okay, I marked this.
Like I said, there was like 12 or 13,000 people. 1,300 people.
100? Yeah.
Yeah, 100 people.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's cool though. Fuck yeah.
A lot of them came back today. You
Yeah.
know,
More
swing
debates?
through.
Is that why you're watching those while you're away?
I mean, I was waiting on you and you never came back, so I was like, all right, well, I'm not playing pubs with myself. Because
Yeah,
I was getting tired of the randoms. Randoms were getting on my nerves.
My Israeli friends they wanted me to play a surfing map with them. So I was doing that for a little bit, and then they started talking about one of a guy they know that played in the European, like what we used to play in.
Yeah.
And they played today, and they like they died like first 3 teams to die every game.
So maybe it's not for everybody, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they're good mechanically. They just don't realize that it's different. Like you have to play different.
Yeah. Bro, you brought me in with those guys in the EU yesterday and then just fucking left.
I had to go. Well, actually, I didn't. I did.
There's an 8 here.
I could use that.
I can't.
Oh, is your kids still watching you?
Probably.
Let's go. Watching the old command center. Did you pick it up? Oh, you did. Sweet. Do you need a 2X or a tilted grip?
No, but I need stuff. Yes, tilted grip.
I don't know why I do that.
Oh shit!
Anytime I go to pitch, what?
I need a tack stock. I need an MP. This stock
Okay,
for,
I got you.
Oh, I had one while ago. I just picked it up.
Huh?
Oh, you Lee. I'm not bored. Hey, thanks for the follows, guys. Assuming y'all are Peyton's friends.
Board we just started. I should have looked for a car sooner.
I'm assuming y'all are all Peyton's friends. The what do they call them? What'd she say? She's something foursome. There's a car back there. Didn't know it's not.
And then there's a hard spawn in front of us.
La 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 la.
Da, 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 da. I heard a U.S. I mean, a Dacia.
The what?
Thought I heard a Dacia. That's not a spawn.
There isn't.
You made me jump.
Okay.
All good.
I heard that sound.
Did I ever tell you that one time when I was playing on Xbox, I was driving like a three-wheel bike, and then I just opened my map and I was trying to figure out where to go, and I ran somebody over with my map open.
You ran somebody over?
Yeah, with my map open.
Xbox players are not real good.
No. No, that was like when it first came out too. Like I wasn't very good. We're gonna coast down to this compound. People by the red tower.
Doors are open.
Yeah, I'm in the car here. Mike? At the rest tower. At the rest tower.
What's the rest tower? Oh my god.
Fuck, I don't know where the bolted guy is though. He's to the right somewhere.
Oh, I found him. With my face.
I see that.
I found him. This must be their
Almost killed
compound.
the red tower guy. Yeah, I think so. Stop this. Got him. There's a text after. Oh. Yeah, no, he was at yellow. Car, Anna. Get her dead. I got lucky.
Good. I don't know where those guys went. I think they went over the hill.
Maybe.
Unless they're
They're
rotating
getting
around.
shot at. The header went right. It's weird.
Unless they're rotating around to get behind us.
Yeah, maybe. Behind him. On the hill. Oh, close. They're in blue. What are you
I don't
doing?
even see them.
In the hill somewhere. One go to Gilly. Good tree. Knocked one. The other one's on orange.
Knocked the close one, right?
Yeah. Peace. Oh, they're both dead.
Died to blue. Unlucky for them.
I shot him a couple times as he went to go res. I'm ready to go whenever you like. Actually, we can just run this.
Oh,
okay. Oh, all right. Car. They're gonna come our side. Oh, he's hurt. He's so hurt. They stop. Alright. They kind of towards the edge over here.
Yeah, I hit him a few times. You hit him a few times. They should have been dead.
Or oh, shoot him! Yeah, good job. I lasered the first guy out. Couldn't hit the second guy. Hold his body. Oh, down in the field. Out here. They're dead, they're dead. There's a guy never mind. I might have saw. I don't know what I saw. Let's push the edge and kill the guys lower. And then we'll take the hill. Oh, they might be at that, like, Alamo compound. No, they're right below us.
I just landed here.
Yeah. There's guys closer. Left and right. Fuck. That's not good. Yeah. Instead of looking at the guy shooting. Go for it.
One's in here. Stop crawling all over me. That's so fun.
Solo.
Yeah, his teammate, the guy that knocked me, died while they were pushing. I guess they were the same team. They were just really split there.
Bro, you were just kicking everybody's ass that time, huh?
You are tired. You are tired. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I'm upset about is I didn't see either one of those guys.
I didn't
Not one
either.
time.
They were low on the hill, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and they were pretty spread.
All right, where do you want to go now?
Where do I want to go? Kind of a shoot. Let's go boatyard.
Warehouse side?
Yeah. Unless you like the other side.
I do.
What?
It. I said it doesn't matter. I suck at both of them.
Okay.
Liam. Doing. What are we doing?
Oh, so on Counter-Strike they track like everything.
Huh?
And from the time I see somebody to the time I hit them with a bullet is less than half a second.
Wow.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Go see mom. Get down. Hey.
No. You were exhausted. It is time to lay down. Go. Lay down.
Bot baby.
Liam, Dawn.
Worked.
There's another team over here.
There's a team.
Who?
Yeah. Deleted him or what?
He's here.
Right here.
Tagged with a bolt.
I have one bullet. No! He's healing. No. Right inside. He's up. I had a bunch of fives though.
Oh.
Do you need more? Is that what you...
You might land on the other side.
You don't mind? What do you tell me? You wanna what? What?
Where's your
Say why.
Where's your line going?
There.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can make it back here.
What?
I said you can make it back here.
Yeah, I can. I said what to my wife. It was funny. Hmm. I had one bullet left and I missed. After I hit him a bunch.
I mean, I hit him with a bolt and he ran away.
I shot him like 3 or 4 times when he peeked.
Come straight to my warehouse. There's lots of stuff here in your body and all the other stuff.
All the other guys' stuff.
There's 2 5.5 guns here. We still cool, bro? Oh yeah, I'm good, brother.
Holy 5. You saw the tilted grip, the AK, and the Ace, right?
No, I had the Ace, thumb grip.
There's no sevens here too. Bunch of 7s.
Oh, I didn't even see this body.
Mm-hmm. That was the first guy I killed in there. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
What do you need?
What?
What do you need?
Just meds.
I got you here. Fuck you go.
Where did I go? Did you just fucking color them?
There's your meds right here, bud. Gave you half of everything I have.
Thank you. Damn. Okay. I got 10 bandages there.
How many you got?
I had 20. After you gave me 15. Oh, look at this. Boost machine.
Well, I could have gave you boost too. Got 2 and 11.
Yeah.
Dropped 5 boost here. 5 pellets.
Oh shit. You want some of those back?
Yeah. I still have 6 and 11. 6 and 2. 6 and 2.
Huh.
How many wins I got today? I think 2.
Oh really? Huh. Let's go find the car. The hard's one.
Yeah, I had a win. I had a win when I first started with the randoms. Maybe just one actually.
In duos or what?
Those squads. This is a hard spawn, so it's gonna be full of fuel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Need to refuel
Yep.
the car.
Oh, I have that same mission.
Always carry more bandages for the ride because I know I need them.
Yeah.
Especially when zones. Oh, you need to go away from Pachinki? That'd be nice.
We'll be alright.
Or I get knocked out of a car.
Oops. Somebody. Imagine that, the unplanned. Car behind us.
Really? Where at? How far?
I don't know. I heard it.
I don't see him.
I don't hear him anymore. I heard him when we went over the hill. The car, a gas station.
There's a pink car there.
Yeah.
I don't like this spot at all. Car here.
Oh fuck.
Get out of the car, dumbass.
The fuck
Oh my
is
god.
everybody? Oh, he's there.
Another one. that
He's
Insta?
gotta be upstairs. Yeah, he's gotta be upstairs then. No. I knew it. I don't know how I died. And how you died.
Ah.
Oh god.
I went in with you. Didn't do anything good.
Not a single one. Where is that? Where the? Oh, there.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you coming and swinging by. The stream yesterday was fun. It was wild. It was wild out there.
Who was debating?
Andrew Wilson and Dinesh D'Souza.
Yeah, I don't know who either of those people are.
Andrew Wilson is a very, very popular political commentator and satirist. What is it called? Satirist? Satirist? Can't say that word. Whatever it is, I can't say it.
Satire?
I don't know. Maybe. But he does political commentary. And his main
Does he look scraggly?
Looks scraggly?
Yeah.
No, did you see the stream that I was playing a while ago? The debate I was playing a while ago?
Yeah.
The guy with the beard?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know who that guy is. Never mind.
Yeah, that's him.
He doesn't pop up when you Google Andrew Wilson.
Yeah, Gen23, Gen4. Thanks for the follow. Random name. This will probably have to be my last one.
Okay.
That way I can get the kids in bed. I stayed up entirely too late last night, dancing to no music. You know, I started with bourbon and Coke, you know, and at some point, it was just bourbon.
Oh, yeah, that happens. There's one time.
I don't know when it happened, but at some point I stopped drinking the Coke and was turning the rum up, and I mean not rum, but bourbon up. And are you still watching the stream?
Yeah.
This was full yesterday.
Well, oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
It was full when I started. I had started on another. I had started on another.
Another bottle.
Another bottle. Yeah, and then I finished it, which was larceny. What's up, Jen? How you doing, man? Do I know you?
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm a motherfucking BIMP.
Got people here?
Doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Upstairs in this building, right beside me.
Okay.
Picked up a damn DMR, so I didn't fight it.
Fair. There's a vest and helmet there.
If I'd have picked up a AR or something, I'd have pushed him immediately, but I didn't have nothing.
Oh, I missed!
You didn't have nothing either, clearly.
I didn't want in the arm. He's on the roof. On the roof.
fucking Panzerfaust. You say I do know you? Okay, one more.
I missed. Fucking I can't aim. There's no recoil. I have to have recoil to aim.
But anyway, I started with the other bottle, finished it off. I started drinking the bullet bourbon. And I don't know when it happened, but I transitioned to just taking straight shots. You know, just opening a bottle and just chugging it. And when I went to bed last night, I don't remember going to bed. I vaguely remember it. I don't remember turning the stream off.
Oh damn! Did you work today?
Yeah.
Oh goddamn!
I felt fine all day. What you got in that bottle? What bottle? This one's I'm not drinking, but a bullet.
Keep saying pimp?
So what?
I said, why does he keep saying pimp?
I don't know. Me? Oh, are you? I don't know. I'll be a pimp. I'm a PIMP. So you said I do know you. But who are you?
Like a pastor knows his words.
Or how would I know you? If you know me, why are you just now following? Dun, dun, dun. All of the questions. Need all of the answers. No, I don't know you, pimp. Okay, pimp.
Pimp.
And go to these little ship buildings.
Yeah, is that what you want to do? You can do it.
I mean, we
played
can.
With, one of my friends that plays CS all the time.
Yeah.
He was playing this with somebody else, and I jumped in. And I'm like, I'm gonna take you here because it's not that bad. 8 teams.
Oh man.
There was 8 teams. Here.
Bro, we went to I went to Gatka earlier. I think it was. And there were in squads, and there were no less than 30 people there.
That's a while.
It was
Gatka, yeah, I've had that happen.
It was absolutely insane. There wasn't even enough buildings for everybody to land in. Got 2 teams. One team. They're contesting here. Land here.
It was an easy.
Is that what you got?
Oh, you got a gun. You got a gun, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a mini, but a gun.
Come on, we'll go to the next building together. There's an Uzi with extra bullets.
MP5.
Is there a fucking vest anywhere? Oh. Excuse me? Excuse me, really? I'm sorry, Tom. going on? He ran down the ridge.
I have no ammo.
Here. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Here. Dropping a bunch more. Like an absurd amount.
Absurd amount? Okay. You got the Humpty Dumpty. Hey, appreciate you swinging by. Which way did they go? They went to the right?
What?
Did they go to the right?
I just saw him run down, and that's it. Could be anywhere. I forgot what I changed my push to top button to. Hello? Hello?
You there? Are you there?
Oh. Did he just say fuck you?
Did he?
No, I meant his teammate.
Your teammate no help you? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I needed the 7.
Say what?
I said I needed those 7s.
Are you not gonna talk to me? I tried.
You did your best. Yeah.
Should I be?
It's up to 4x if you need it. Should you be what?
You took his ship?
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Not doing. Do you need 5s?
I have 20. I have 30.
I have 180 for a gun I don't have.
Yeah, I'll take them.
They're right there. There's a heavy stock in that back room.
I don't need
Sniper extended right there. On that one bag. Is it a one bag? Yeah.
The DMR. I mean, there's a mag right there. For AR.
I don't know. Yeah, 2 helmet.
Who needs that? Where's it at?
Oh, I said I needed one.
Oh.
There's an AUG in here. You want that? No.
I'll take the dog.
Okay.
I'm not very good with the ump. Not enough recoil, and I can't hit my shots with it.
Yeah, it's weird because that's exactly what I said. Why I couldn't use it, but
All right, let's go. Let's just leave.
I feel like you just. I see him. He's running behind here.
Where?
Peek me. Oh, I missed. Orange. Oh, I missed. He's dead.
Go pick him up now and then call your crate in. Yeah, in danger. You better not be here to raise hell. But we're here to raise hell and eat cornbread, bud. Raise hell
cool.
and eat cornbread.
That's cool. I didn't need.
What did you not need?
I didn't need the first aid. It's fine.
Good. Good. I'm glad because I stole them. Look, normally you're the one stealing everything.
That's because I.
Car.
I think it's driving away, right?
Yeah, but as soon as you start hitting that thing, they're gonna come back.
That's fine. Just listen for him. Gonna kill me, I just know it. Oh yeah, 3 vests.
How many firsties do you have?
I have 2.
All right, I have 3.
Where are you on boosters?
I have one energy left.
Oh, I have 2 syringes, 5 painkillers, 2 energy.
Wow, you're rich.
I can drop you 2 painkillers if you want. Should we just force that fucking flashbang into my inventory?
I seen that. Bitch ass. They shot the. Oh no, I said they shot the tires out and gripped an asses. But they didn't. You would change it though, it's a loud ass slow car.
It's the same speed.
It feels slow then. Dr. John Danger, are you there? Are you hanging out? Or did you just come in, talk shit to Provo, and then leave? I support it either way, okay? This feels dangerous. Car? No, young Billy.
I'm not used to having a bolty, so it's kind of weird. Probably done by that big rock. Maybe not.
Bro, they're shooting way the hell over there. Where are you shooting at?
That you see that smoke?
Oh yeah.
There's one guy left over there. He's at the top.
There's another guy in there.
Yeah, I know. Did you see him run down or anything? Oh, it's a good person right now.
What?
I just parachuted into prison. With lighter on. Alright, we gotta go.
Guys, at the one more.
Oh, that's Nom. What are you looking at me, dude?
The fuck is he at?
Straight in front of me, 330. Oh, yeah. He's cheating. Good shit. Oh no!
Oh. Fuck.
Oof, yeah. Fine.
Two parachutes right above us. Three hits on the glider. They're in this building, orange, yellow.
How many fives do you have?
160 over.
Oh. Guess I got 87 total.
Okay. Drop 65.
You can take the other 15.
There's a car at this rock. I don't know if anybody's there or not.
No, we would have been dead. Over there. A pretty solid spot for now. Fuck you, move.
Here.
Okay.
Yellow.
There's another one lower to the right, too. Who's there? Oh. You can actually stay low over here for now. Yeah, please. Unless he didn't see me. I can't see that guy. We can't push too far. Oh. Play this rock right here. I'll play the tree. Play one.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna check above.
I have a mercy flares. Or cover. I'm gonna throw it.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it right around those that car.
Shot that by somebody else.
Say what?
Those guys that I knocked, or the one I knocked, I think, yeah, they just died. The team on the right.
Oh! I just got shot from the east. At the crate. What, the rock here now? I need help.
Yeah.
Cam?
Interesting. I shot him in the body.
Yeah. I had already lit him multiple times.
Oh wow, that was a good shot. I'm safe. Run. 2v2. You gotta get there before you can util. And then you gotta peek right away. Motherfucker, he got me again. Good try.
Ah. GG's, guys.
Damn.
That was a good try.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a heck of a game.
It was good. Good. We killed a lot of people.
Heck of a game. All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right,
Appreciate you
GGs.
swinging by.
Yep. No problem. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man. All right, guys. That's it. I appreciate y'all coming by. Appreciate everybody that came by. Hanging out. Y'all awesome. Thanks for coming back by after the big stream yesterday. Lots of likes and lots of watch time, watch the hours, you know. I appreciate you all. Y'all have a good night. And we'll see you today's Monday, so probably Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. All right, y'all have a good night, guys. Later.